Head over to stretfordpaddock.bigcartel.com and check out the Paddock merch. And for a short time, you can get 20% off orders with 2 items or more using the code Paddock20. Go get on it. Welcome to the Premier League Piss Take. We are back, myself, Adam Mckola, him, Joe Smith.
Howdy.
And this is the place where we look at the Premier League weekend action. And you guessed it, we take the piss. There's no praise handed out around here. We're just going to rip everything that has happened in the Premier League. And you know what? They give us material every single week,
Every
Josie.
week they give us material. Unless you're Danny Welbeck, then we might actually praise you.
Yes.
But other than that,
yes. And have you been on the
slime.
lookout for things this weekend?
Of course I have.
You have? Are you sure? You promised?
tons of stuff to look out for,
Right.
mate.
If you guys have been on the lookout for things, and if you are in the future or you see something funny, like Kieran Tierney thinking is the bad man in the Premier League, make sure...
Hold me back.
Stand back.
Hold me back.
Make sure you hashtag PLPissTake and at myself or Joe or Stretford Paddock into it. But if you just use the hashtag, we'll find your tweets. Anyway, what have we got to get stuck into today, Joe?
We've got loads, mate. We've got absolutely loads. We've got Chelsea. We've got... Well, I think we're going to have to talk about Arsenal every week, aren't we? Man United have won, despite what it felt like watching the game. We did actually win. But should we start with a bit of good news?
Yes.
Danny Welbeck, or as I call him, Daddy Welbeck.
Daddy Welbeck?
Daddy Welbeck. You call him Welbs, don't you?
I call him that guy Welbs. He is always that guy. I don't know if you know, because you've came to this channel recently.
Oh, there we go.
But me and Jay, we love our Welbs. Mm-hmm. We love our Welbs. One of my tweets that is still retweeted quite often is, the day Manchester United sold Danny Welbeck and they tweeted it, I replied to them, I hate you. And people still retweet it to this day saying, why are you so angry at him?
I hate him.
Thinking it's serious, but...
You did a video for Danny Welbeck, didn't you?
It wasn't me, it was Eminem.
Sorry, Eminem
did
this video about Danny Welbeck.
I got a room full of your posters and your pictures, man. I like the goals you scored for England too, the was fat. Anyways, I hope you get this, man. Hit me back, just a chat. Truly yours, your biggest fan. Love you, Dan.
Good, that, innit?
Did you like it?
I loved it. You showed it us. When we first started working together, you were like, you got to check this video out, Danny Welbeck. And now it actually makes sense.
Do you know
I
what?
love it.
You know what was hilarious? That at the time, no one really paid attention to the video, but it is one of my best
It's
bits
so good.
of work.
And also, not just you. You're talking about Jay. Jay wrote a poem about Danny Welbeck.
Danny will come good. Check this out.
Remember the penalty against Sunderland? You sent into the K stand. I didn't join in with the jeering because I knew Danny will come good.
Oh, Danny will come good. That's so good.
He has come
Danny,
good.
the champion of the world. He has come good. He scored a goal. He ran it from the halfway line. He chipped the goalkeeper. First goal for Brighton.
And you know what's crazy, yeah? Everyone talks about that chip against Manuel Neuer, how he didn't score it. I'm telling my grandkids he did score that.
He did score it.
I'm going to merge the clips together. Also this weekend, someone that used to be at Man United as well. We don't hold as many fond memories of him because of the bitter way it ended. But he is sitting pretty at the top of the Premier League, Joe.
We're talking, of course, about Jose Mourinho, whose Tottenham side beat City 2-0 in what can only be described as the most Jose Mourinho performance of his reign so far at Spurs. Defensively, Adam, they've got the best defence in the league. They've got the second most goals scored in the league.
They've scored 75% of their goals against us.
So, the revitalised one. Jose's back. You said when he left Man United, Jose's finished. He's done. The streets will never forget, or whatever they say, something like that. You said
So did you?
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I sat there and went, you're going to eat these words, and now you're eating them. What do they taste like?
I'm not eating them yet because look, our friends at No Question About That pod, they pulled out an interesting stat, and the stat was, after a year in charge of Manchester United, Jose Mourinho had us after 9 games on the same points that Spurs are on now, and guess what? It all fell apart.
Oh, God. Oh, lovely. Let's look back on some terrible Man United
You think it's going to happen?
in order to make Spurs falter in
Let
the
me ask you a
future.
question. Can you ever win the Premier League and compete in the Europa League in the same season?
No.
I don't think you can.
Absolutely not.
Do you know how much bestie that is if Jose Mourinho leaves Manchester United and wins the league at its only Tottenham?
Yeah, but
What does that say about us? What does that say about Manchester United?
Yeah, but does it tell us anything we don't already know? It tells us that Jose wasn't back properly. It tells us that we've got problems above the manager. Does it maybe, if Jose wins the league with Tottenham, does it give Ole another year?
No.
Okay.
Ole will be judged on what he does. Jose Mourinho was judged on what he did at Man United, and he rightly lost his job, man. We're not saying here he should still be at Man United, are we?
No.
If decisions by the board went a different way, maybe he would still be here at Manchester United. But him just going to Spurs and winning the league, man. I don't think it can happen though, because they're heavily reliant on Harry Kane and Son. He's going to play them every single week in the Europa League, Thursday, Sunday.
And Harry Kane's hamstrings are made of just brie, aren't they? They're so soft.
Brie.
Such a milky cheese, those hamstrings. They're going to ping at some point. Like a hot camembert coming out the oven, his hamstrings, aren't they? You just put a knife through them like that.
Yeah, there's no way he lasts the whole season. And that's kind of like my one hope at them not doing it.
Let's talk about the opposite end of that game then. Man City, who have got their worst start to a league season since Mancini was sacked. And what do they do?
Since Hughes was sacked,
Sorry.
is the fact.
Since Hughes was sacked and Mancini was brought in. And what do? They give Pep Guardiola brand new contract, mate. 2 extra years.
You know why
2
they've
more
done that?
years.
You know why they've done that?
Because he's bigger than Man City. Pep Guardiola is bigger than Manchester City. And they've proved it.
One, it's because they feel lucky to have him.
Yep.
Because they are shit.
Yep.
They are City.
Yep.
And they have a manager with more history than them. So they feel like, where do we go if we sack this guy? He is their Fergie.
Yeah.
Even though he's achieved close to fuck all in comparison. They also know Pep is the key to Lionel Messi. And I think that's why they gave him a new deal. There's no way did he deserve a new contract. At Real Madrid, at Barcelona, at Bayern Munich, he wouldn't be rewarded with a new deal.
Do you want to know something else, how you know that Pep is bigger than City? Because the way they've got the media talking. In the commentary for that game, the Spurs game, the commentator said, this is now a rebuild project at Man City. A rebuild! He spent £1 billion.
He spent 700-800 million, and net of that is like 500-600 million.
Yeah.
It's like, this geezer is ridiculous when it comes to, and it's not just, this is why I'll say, Jurgen Klopp's the best coach in the league, the best manager in the league. Pep Guardiola is a great coach, he's not a great manager. He can't manage squads, he can't manage the team, he can't manage transition.
He's never had to manage transition.
He's never had to. And for me, when you look at, unfortunately, what Klopp is getting out of his tools, it's a lot better than what Pep Guardiola is getting out. And Jesus, like, he was brought there to win the Champions League. He has done no better than Mancini.
No.
He'll be rattled really soon. He won't last this contract.
Would you say you'll be pulling one off as well when City finish 8th this season?
We're above City.
I know!
And we're shit.
We are shit.
Oh.
Speaking of who we're above, let's move on to what is going to probably be a weekly thing here on the Premier League Piss Take, and that is our Arsenal segment, right? Last week, they were giving it the big end, or 2 weeks ago, they beat Man United. Right, oh, great, good for you. Now look at them, they've scored 9 goals all season. Pepe Le Pew got sent off yesterday. They can't get a win, they can't take a shot. Arteta, some of the things people have been saying about Arteta. Danny Murphy said after this game, they couldn't even beat Leeds. 18 months ago, they would have lost that. That just shows you the job that Arteta has done at Arsenal. They've drawn a game. They haven't scored against Leeds. They've drawn against Leeds. And they're getting praise by Danny Murphy.
They've not scored a goal from open play in 7 hours. They're worse than us.
They're behind us in the league, and we've got a game in hand. And they're being treated like,
it makes our
trust
defeat
Arteta.
against them so much worse.
Trust
so.
Arteta.
I don't want to make this about Man United because, you know, we're having fun ripping shit out of Arsenal, but it makes our defeat against them so much worse. But when you look at what they're doing there, and you're right, I was listening to the radio on the way up, and you're hearing Bellens like, well, he's changed the culture at Arsenal. Has he? What culture has he changed? What culture has he changed? It's still the same culture. We turn up, we're happy to lose. We're like, bruv, Nicolas Pepe is busy shining and flossing on the gram and that, while Arsenal are shit.
They've gone from being, they score loads of goals but they concede too many, to they just don't fucking do anything now. They don't score, they don't concede, just 0-0.
Mikel Arteta is the new Steve McLaren.
Calvert-Lewin scored more goals than Arsenal this season.
Oh, he's so good.
You love him.
So I don't love him. He's so good.
DCL. DCL. Is that what they say? I don't know, innit?
Yeah.
He's gone from being shit to being good really quick, hasn't he? Calvert-Lewin. People acting like they knew he was going to be this good. He weren't scoring goals like this until Ancelotti turned up.
Well, I remember when there was a lyric in a song, I can't remember what the song was, but we'll get a clip of it right now.
They said I'm a nuisance, so I got a ban from Newham. Flag blue in the field, I'm scoring goals, coming like Calvert-Lewin.
And he uses Dominic Calvert-Lewin in his bars. And it's like, at the time when that dropped, everyone was like, what the fuck's this guy on? Like, what is he on about? And now...
Yeah, predicting the future.
He looks like he's...
Go back, look at the rest of his songs. Has he got anything about Mason Greenwood, Tahith Chong in there? Because they're going to be the future stars as well.
Yeah, but Dominic Calvert-Lewin, absolutely smashing it. More goals this weekend. He's the first striker to hit 10 in this season. And he is getting ready right in time for the Euros.
I thought you were going to say he's becoming a world-class striker then.
He's not becoming a world-class striker yet, but with a manager like Carlo Ancelotti, that could be what you need to push you on. Do you know what I mean? Imagine Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and this is why a manager's so important. Dominic Calvert-Lewin hearing Ancelotti say to him, "Bro, if you're sick, you know, like you obviously Carlo Ancelotti don't speak like that. He says it in Italian.
Brother, you're sick. You know?
Now, we were on Arsenal and we've somehow gone away from that again. But let's go back to Arsenal because so much was going on this weekend. First off, shout out Mesut Ozil. His tweet to Piers Morgan was great. Did you see it?
Yes.
Did you see it? He tweeted Piers Morgan saying, "Piers, was that really you or was your phone hacked?" Now, I often bring up Piers Morgan's history of phone hacking and dodgy photos of the army and, you know, just generally being a scumbag. And I've been blocked for it. But what I like was
But Mesut Ozil,
Mesut Ozil
he might be
on
blocked
a
now.
public stage while he's sat at home bored
Yeah.
is doing the Lord's work. So well done, Mesut Ozil, earning your wages this week. And also, did you see Kieran Tierney? Run the VT.
Wadham is a tough guy, isn't he? I'm so glad that that player was there to pull him away.
Did we not have a VT then?
Yeah, he'll play in the video.
Okay.
We need to do it again. You cut there, that's going to play. We know what it is.
Could have stated that.
Always fired up, Adam.
That's what gets me mad. Like, you know, like the Pepe thing. It reminded me of a Martial's thing. Like, do something angry on the pitch, not getting yourself sent off. What does that prove? Like, what does that prove? What is this guy proving here?
It was a very weak one of them, like, he's begging for Rob Holding to be there. He's begging for Rob Holding to be there.
I would have let go of him
Yeah.
and just stepped back and gone, go on then.
Yeah, but he wanted to, yeah,
Go
but
on
you
then.
can't do that to your own teammate. You've got to have Rob Holding pull him off.
Rob Holding what?
Pull him off.
Yeah. Arsenal fans have been pulling off Kieran Tierney.
They have,
like he's the
actually.
best thing since sliced bread. But, oh, look at him. He carries the Asda bag to work. Oh, you fucking get paid enough. Buy a proper bag, you dickhead. Like, what are you trying to prove? It's like there. It's hollow things. Yeah. Oh, look, I'm going to show that I'm more bothered than everybody else after the final whistle. Oh, piss off. I do feel sorry for him, though. He's gone from Celtic, who were winning every single week, might as well be Celtic, to now playing for Arsenal. And did you see that dude on that other fan channel, like, reacting to that?
No. What did he do?
He said, "Why wasn't the Leeds player booked?"
What, for Pepe's headbutt, you mean? Or for the Tierney thing?
For the headbutt.
What, for standing there like that? Book him! He stood still! He's like that. He might as well have been stood, hands by his sides, eyes closed like a fucking table football player. And Pepe goes, book him for that!
Poor Robbie.
You've got to take a headbutt better than
He
that.
has to deal with people like that. Fulham missed another penalty this week.
Same old, mate.
I think they should have let Lookman take it, to be totally honest with you.
Look, man.
What's the thing the keeper's not expecting?
The second Panenka. So what you do, you miss the most embarrassing Panenka in Premier League history. What are you going to do? Follow it with another Panenka.
Well,
that's what I'd have done.
We saw Sergio Ramos do it in one game for Spain. He took a shit penalty, missed, took another one, chipped it into the keeper's hands. If it could happen to Sergio Ramos, it can happen to anybody. Should have let Lookman take it. Mitrovic didn't step up because he missed one for Serbia against Scotland.
He missed one for Fulham. Mitrovic has already missed one for Fulham this season. That's 3 they've missed now. Roll VT.
Fuck off. And again, fuck off. That's a hat trick. Fuck off.
Oh, we can't play that, but I really wish we could. That's
We can play that. What is amazing about that is we've all done it, haven't we? It's usually the fat bloke on Sakurayev in the car park trying to take a penalty to get someone 50 quid. We don't see it in the Premier League game.
No.
But he's blasted the ball off his own foot. You can tell he's proper thought to himself. Let me try and twat this as hard as possible. I don't want to take any chances.
The last thing I want is to look like Lookman did. So what I'm going to smash it. That way I can't look stupid.
Which was
Zoink.
worse?
Lookman.
Really?
The Lookman one's the worst thing I've ever seen.
No.
Lookman one's so bad. Lookman one is, watch this.
But
then
this
doing it wrong.
idiot, he's gone back on himself.
Yeah.
So I think that was it was obvious he was going to slip. You don't hit it with your right foot and go this way. That way, man. Not that how many want to be telling a professional footballer what to do.
Sounds like
but
you are.
when you're taking penalties like that, maybe you could learn a thing or two from me.
Or we could learn a thing from maybe Bruno Fernandes, who's now missed 3, I think, of his last 5 penalties for Man United. But 2 of them didn't count. So he's actually only missed 1. Would you be worried? What a weird situation that is where you know in your head you've missed 3 penalties this season, but the stats only show that you've missed 1. What pressure does he have the next time he takes a penalty now?
It's like that thing with us as fans. He hasn't really missed a penalty, but we think, oh, a bit edgy
He's
here.
going through a tough patch.
And like, it's the same with him, but there was that period where Rashford missed a few, Marshall missed 1, I think, or 2. Pogba missed a few. So they seem to go through this phase of it. Now, for me, Bruno, the penalty was a bit weird, but you can miss penalties, innit?
Do you know what that penalty reminded me of?
This.
No one moves till this ball's kicked. Just watch this, Guthrie. Right leg.
You move! Take it again! You move! Take it again! That's Bruno! You move! Take it again! Look at him pushing it out of the way! Head down. You moved!
Oh, that's great, isn't
Yeah,
it?
so everyone keeps coming off the line. And did you see as well, after the second penalty, he came off the line again, the goalkeeper. So if he'd have missed that, it would have been a third penalty.
But what I love is Sam Johnston took to Twitter to complain. Did you see it?
No, I didn't see
Did
it.
you see it? He tweeted that it's unfair that strikers can run, hop and skip. But I'd say it's unfair that a goalkeeper can come off his line before the penalty's taken and take a 12-yard penalty into a fucking 8-yard penalty.
exactly.
He was on the halfway line when we took it. Now, we love you, Sam Johnston. But come on, bruv.
Liverpool are another one you think they're going to win the league, don't you? Convincing win yesterday over Leicester without half their best players. You wanted Leicester to be going, we're taking 3 points off you here.
I thought Leicester were going to win yesterday because I felt that's the kind of team that will take advantage of the injury issues that Liverpool have. The fact that Liverpool got through that game and got through that game so comfortably worries me in that I think Klopp's just, unfortunately, a genius.
Don't say it. No. Why you got to say it? Wait till he's dead like Van Gogh. Don't say it now. It makes us feel worse. Wait till he's dead. Wait till he's cut his own ear off or his foot or his knob or something. Wait till he does the genius, I'm crying out for help move, and then you call him a genius.
He's a genius. I'm sorry, but there's no way that you should be getting those results out of that team, even in the last 3 years, and he is. And he continues to do it without his best players. And I actually think Liverpool not having their best defenders makes teams fuck up mentally because now teams are attacking them more and they're leaving space for their attackers to score more goals.
Hate it.
Might work in their favour.
They tried to cheat as well, getting a goal, trying to get a goal scored that clearly want a goal. Look at this, look at that. That ball clearly hasn't crossed the line. Look!
That's a pubes
Look how
whip,
far
that.
it is.
That's a pubes whip, isn't it?
Look how far it is. It's not a pubes, mate. That's well over.
They should have went to Manscaped.
The fact that they even appealed that is a disgrace. That so clearly hasn't crossed the line.
Really
With
on
a
there.
little Jose in there as well. That's half of Jose's face width still over the line, mate. Disgusting. Also, Joel Matip, they wouldn't have won if he'd given a penalty for this.
How have they missed that? That's
Yeah.
a stone wall penalty, if ever I've seen one. I'm so confused by this handball rule now. I don't even want to talk about it. Diogo Jota, what a signing, possibly signing of the summer. But let's skip
Forget
over
about him.
that.
Fuck Liverpool off.
Fuck 'em.
Forget about them. They're not going to win the league.
Fuck them.
If we just pretend that they don't exist, then they can't win the league. That's what I'm doing.
Now, I've often said the Championship is the greatest league in the world. TM at the top.
You have to get touch tied, don't you?
Because it is. But there's a reason I wouldn't want to be involved in the Championship. And I saw it this weekend, Joe. Have you seen this?
Yeah, I felt it. It's one of them you see that, you go, Oh, you recoil in real life when you see that, don't you?
What the fuck is going
Preston North End, their players gone after Patterson's ghoulies. Can you believe it? Sheffield Wednesday lad, just trying to score from a corner.
on? What is he doing?
He went for him twice.
So casually, couple times, smile on his face. That's sexual assault, bruv.
Yeah, it is.
I'm putting charges on you, bro. I'm being serious. That's not a Gaza trying to piss someone off, get off me. That's a... He enjoyed it.
That had a little wink to
He
it.
wasn't doing it to gain a sporting advantage. He was doing it to get himself off. There's only no other explanation. Bro,
himself off.
he was getting himself off.
He's not going to have a wank at the corner flag, is he?
Bro, he was wanking him off, that's why. Like, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah, too much, mate.
The world's gone mad.
Yeah, you can't be doing that. If you did that anywhere else in the world, you are arrested for that. That's pure arrestable behaviour. That is sexual assault. You should have said that because you seem to be condoning it. But I think it's sexual assault. I'm taking it more seriously than you. Sorry, Adam, but you're wrong on this one, mate.
Preston Knobend.
Preston Knobend, indeed. Pressed on his Knobend for sure. I saw him do it with my own eyes. So much going on every week, isn't there? And we're going to be doing the show every single week. The Premier League piss take will be here. Oh, I love doing this show. It's just a bit of fun, isn't it? Bit of fun.
Make sure you get your hashtag PL piss takes into us so we know what you're taking piss out of this week. And of course, make sure you're subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, all that jazz. Joe, what we got coming up this week?
We've got loads coming up. Man United are playing Istanbul Besiktas tomorrow night. We're going to be covering all that. We've got the watch along, preview, review, fan cams, all that. We've got all sorts coming up throughout the week. Howson and Mckola Uncensored. We've got Howson's Brew. Every single thing you could ever possibly want from Stretford Paddock is coming up this week.
Have they got this though?
We have now.
Oh, they only got half of it. Go on, Joe.
Oh, sorry, go on. Smashed it.